Good morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are fine and keeping yourself fit. The topics which we are going to cover today are finding cost price or selling price, word problems which will be based on addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, and finding out missing numbers. So let's get started. Children, selling price is the amount at which you sell an item, and cost price is the amount at which you buy an item. So, in the case when selling price is more than the cost price, you will have a profit. Whereas, in the case when selling price is smaller than the cost price, you will have a loss. So in case you want to find out selling price and cost price, you will apply the formula for profit. Selling price will be equal to profit plus cost price, and cost price will be equal to selling price minus profit. Whereas in the case of loss, selling price will be equal to cost price minus loss, and cost price will be equal to loss plus selling price. Now let us come on exercise 2C. Here the first question is of question number 4, that Rashid incurred a loss of rupees 590 on a chair he sold at rupees 1280. What was the cost price of the chair? In this question, the selling price of the chair is given to you as rupees 1280, and the loss he made on the chair is rupees 590. They are asking you to find the cost price of the chair. According to the formulas we've studied, the cost price in case of loss can be found out by cost price is equals to loss plus selling price, which will be 590 plus 1280. The answer of addition is 1870. So the cost price of the chair is rupees 1870. In the next question, Ali made a profit of rupees 3200 on a sofa set he bought for rupees 15,290. At what price did he sell it? Now, the cost price of the sofa set is given to you, which is 15,290. And the profit he made on the sofa set is rupees 3,200. They are asking you the selling price of the sofa set. So when you have a profit and you want to find out the selling price, you will use the formula selling price is equals to profit plus cost price. So the answer will be 3,200 plus 15,290. So when you add these two numbers, the addition of the two numbers comes as 18,490. So Ali sold the sofa set for rupees 18,490. Children, you have to be very careful while using the formulas. Please read the question properly and see what is given to you, whether you have a profit or a loss, whether selling price is given, whether cost price is given. And depending upon these things given to you, you have to apply the correct formula. Now, today, we are going to understand word problems. For this, I am going to give you a few steps for solving word problems. First, every time a word problem is given to you, children, read it carefully. Read and understand it so that you come to know what you actually have to find. For that, you may underline the facts that are given to you and that you will need to solve the problem. In case you need, you can also draw a picture which will help you to solve the problem. Children, then you need to come up and understand what operation you actually need to use. Like if they are asking you sum, total, you will do addition. If they are saying find the difference, how much it is less, you are going to do subtraction. If they are asking you the product or times, then you are going to do multiplication. And in case they have given you a big long thing and they have divided into different parts, equal parts, and they are asking you how many parts they have been divided it. So you are going to use division. So in this way, you can read the word problem and understand what you have to find actually and what operation you have to apply. Then you need to write a number sentence, children. Whether you are doing addition, whether you're doing subtraction, multiplication, division, based on that you are going to write the number sentence for it. Then solve the question. Solve and also show your working. And finally, you need to check your answer. Now let us start with the first word problem of exercise 2D. The Sunshine Club newspaper printed 33,530 copies in a year. Of these, 28,395 copies were distributed. How many were not distributed? So, here the total number of copies which were printed were 33,530, out of which 28,395 were distributed. So the ones which were not distributed will obviously be the total number of copies minus the number of copies which were distributed. After the subtraction, the answer is 5,135. So the number of newspapers which were distributed were 5,135. The next one. The odometer of a van showed 53,811 kilometers in the beginning of October. After being used for 3 months, it showed 84,209 kilometers in the month of December. If it travelled 21,614 kilometers in October and November, then how much distance did it cover in the month of December? So first, in the beginning of the month of October, the reading was 53,811. And after 3 months, the reading was 84,209. So during these 3 months, the distance travelled will be 84,209 minus 53,811, which is 30,398 after subtraction. Now, out of this, for the 2 months of October and November, the distance covered was 21,614. So, this distance, if we subtract from 30,398, we will get the distance which was covered in the month of December. that is coming as 8,784. So finally, the distance covered by the van in December is 8,784. Now let us come to word problem G. The toy store had 20 boxes of dolls and 25 boxes of teddy bears. Each box holds 24 of each of them. How many dolls and teddy bears did the toy store have in all? So here the number of boxes of dolls is 20 and the number of boxes of teddy bears is 25. So the total number of boxes is 20 plus 25, that is 45. Now each of the box is having 24 toys in it. So the total number of toys will be the total number of boxes, that is 45, multiplied by 24. Because if one box has 24 toys, so 45 boxes will have 45 into 24 toys, which is 1080 toys. So the total number of toys in the toy store is 1080, including dolls and teddy bears. Now children, we come to a very important concept of finding missing numbers. We will discuss a few questions from exercise 2E. In the first case, you have to find 612 plus what will give you 948. Now, since both the numbers are in addition, that means both these numbers are addends. That means you have to find a missing addend here. In the case, whenever you have to find a missing addend, children, remember that the addends are always smaller than the sum. Sum is the total, the answer of addition of both these numbers. That is, when you add both these addends, you are going to get what? 948. So here we have to find that what will I add to 612 to get 948. So in this case, obviously 948 will be greater than both of these addends. So here we will subtract the two given numbers, that is the sum, which was 948, minus one of the addend which is given, that is 612, to get the answer 336, which was your missing addend. I hope you've understood. Now in the second case, we want to find the minuend. Okay, in the C question, that is what minus 847 will give you 1238. Now we have to find this minuend, and the answer of subtraction here, that is the difference, is given as 1238. Now children, whenever you are subtracting two numbers, when you subtract a big number minus a small number, you get the difference of the two numbers. But if you want to find one of these numbers, that is the one from which you are subtracting, you have to add the difference and the number which you have subtracted. That is 1238 plus 847 will give you the missing answer. Now once you add them, you will get what? 2085. Now can you see this big number 2085 is greater than both the other numbers which are given to you. So obviously this big number minus 847 will give you 1238. Now let's come on the E part, where you have to find the subtrahend. Okay, so here the bigger number, that is 9408, is already given to you, and then you have to subtract it with something to get 1138. So in this case, children, this number will be taken to the right and it will become a positive number, whereas 1138 comes towards the left and it becomes in the minus sign. So when you subtract them, you will get 8270. So here in this case, when the answer of subtraction is given to you, that which was 1138 in this case, and the number from which the missing number was subtracted is given to you, you will do subtraction. Okay, now the next one. What must you add to 18,345 to make it 19,624? So you are adding, that means the total is given to you as 19,624, and one of the add-in is 18,345. Now the other add-in is what you need to find. So the framing of this equation becomes as what should be added, that means question mark plus 18,345 will give you 19,624. So as discussed earlier, in the case when you want to find one of the add-in, you need to subtract the sum of the two numbers. That means here 19,624 minus one of the add-in, that is 18,345. So after subtraction, the answer is coming as 1,279. So therefore 1,279 must be added to 18,345 to make it 19,624. Now in the next case, they are saying if you subtract 23,146 from a number, you are left with 35,906. What is this number? So here the difference which is left is given to you, which is 35,906, and the number which is subtracted is given to you as 23,146. So as discussed earlier, when you have to find out the minuend, at that time you have to take this minus 23,146 to the other side of the equal to sign and you need to add them. So answer of addition is coming as 59,052. So therefore the number from which 23,146 must be subtracted to leave 35,906 is 59,052. Now let us come to question number 3, the C part. A large library has lent out 1,785 books. It has 7,816 books left. How many books does the library have in all? So the number of books which the library has already lent out is 1785, and the number of books which are left in the library is 7816. So the total number of books in the library will be the sum of the number of books which are lent and the number of books which are left in the library. When you do the addition of these two numbers, the answer is 9601. So the library has 9601 books in all. The last question. An art exhibition had 915 pieces of art on the show. Some of them got sold, but some were 211 unsold pieces. How many pieces were sold? The number of unsold pieces are 211, and the number of sold pieces you have to find. So it will obviously be the total number of pieces minus the number of unsold pieces. That is 915 minus 211, which will give you 704 after subtraction. So therefore 704 pieces of art were left unsold. Now children, you need to solve these word problems and the copy work which are sent to you by your respective teachers in your class groups in your fair copy very neatly.